Yo YouTube, well go on. Just a quick semen retention video for you today. And this one is on what happens when you watch content, you watch pornographic content, but you just watch. Maybe you masturbate, but you don't release, essentially. That's basically what happened. And essentially, from a spiritual perspective, what happens, and from a spiritual sense, it's a relapse. Now, I want you to understand that from a spiritual perspective, again, I see life as spiritual. So everything's from a spiritual perspective first before it happens in the physical. So a lot of the time when you have certain dreams, when you have certain things, they happen in the spiritual realm before they happen in the physical realm. So from a spiritual perspective, because pornography is demonic, from a spiritual perspective, everything about it is demonic. It's degrading you. It's focusing on your lower basis. It's focusing on your lower senses. And when you're watching pornography, whether you release, whether you're touching yourself, doesn't matter. You have to imagine like demons over you. Like you're on your laptop, it's in the dark, you've got lotion, whatever. There's demons around you. Because you have to understand, when you are doing unrighteous things, God is not with you when you're doing unrighteous things. So people think, oh, God's got my back. God hasn't got your back when you're drinking, smoking, you're out partying, you're engaging in the degeneracy. God is not with you when you're doing those things. God is only with the righteous, the pure of heart. So understand, when you fall, so the way you want to think about it is that when you're doing righteous things, when you're acting and behaving honorably, and you're doing things that pleases God, angels are with you. And understand that when angels are with you, that is when the enemy attacks. The enemy doesn't attack people that demons and devils are already with. Like, you leave them alone when you're drinking. So this is why when I was drinking, smoking, partying, doing all of this, like, I'm exactly where the devil wants me to be. Like, so I'm on target. But when I started reading holy texts every day, when I started focusing on meditation, when I started avoiding degeneracy and casual sex and all these things, that's when I started getting attacked, because there are angels with me. Do you understand? So when you have give me a second, I got distracted here. You're watching the screen, there are demons essentially over you, and it's increasing your attachment to them. Of course, if you release to the screen, it's even more. Then you fail to the pixels on the screen, and the attachment's even stronger. But just by watching, in effect, it's a form of spiritual relapse, because you've increased your attachment to them. So you have to do something extremely strong or extremely hard to reduce that attachment. And the best way to do that is, again, just not to watch the screens. You're going to be tested. And the urges, especially when you're retaining, they can get very difficult. They can happen, whether it's through pornography, you're being tested, or whether it's through the physical realm. You're tested in different ways. So you just have to be careful, and don't think you've won by actually, because you've lost the moment you've actually hopped onto a pornographic site and you've typed in a certain phrase, or you've typed in whatever, you started watching content, you've lost, you've weakened yourself. It's a weak action to do that. And of course, nobody's perfect, I understand that, but just understand that it's a form of relapse when you go back. When you're going back to a lesser state, when you're doing something that's lesser, that you know is inferior, then of course it's a relapse. So you don't have to spill your seed in order to relapse, just understand that. And I know sometimes it's difficult what I'm saying is, consciously, when you make the effort to actually seek out this pornographic content, that is different from, let's say, someone showing you a video and you see porn, or someone shows, because I understand how the world can be. You might be watching anime, for example. When I used to watch anime and this pops up, this breasts, meet me here. I understand that that's outside of your control, but what is within your control is your actions and your mind. And the moment you use your conscious mind and you go like, and yeah, this just a pivot to wet dreams as well. When you're having a wet dreams, you want to imagine it as demons over you in your sleep, trying to extract your life essence out of you. And that's why I probably removed the content, but you have to conquer the wet dreams, or the wet dream conquers you, and the wet dream absolutely, undoubtedly is a relapse. So because you've lost to them, and the spirit world got a one-up. They got your essence. They got the pleasure of draining you. The succubus spirit got the pleasure of draining you. When you're watching a screen, the succubus spirit gets the pleasure of enjoying you watching their content. Like, it's not of God. So yeah, that's my message on that. Again, semen retention is a way of life for me. I always make sure that I retain. So, but yeah, I've got some new insights over the years, practicing and mastering certain things when it comes to that. So I'll see what I can do about dropping more content. Let's go, let's get it.